have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth, married, and was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. That does not walk too late.
The son of Duncan, Malcolm, fled to the English court and was received most sympathetically. Can you tell where Macduff bestows himself? Macduff has gone to bid the English king to lend us soldiers led by warlike Siward and Siward's son.
That with the help of these we may again give our tables to meat, sleep through our nights, all of which we pine for now. Let us with the blessing soon return to this, our suffering country under our hand, a curse.
Thrice the bride and cat hath mewed.
Thrice the once the hedge pig whined. Harper cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron rose, in the poison entrails throw. Told that under cold stone, days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boil thou first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake.
Eye of newt and toe of frog, wood of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blind worm sting. Like a hell broth boil and bubble, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. From a charm of powerful trouble,
Like a hell broth boil and bubble, double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf, of the raven salty shark. Roots of hemlock dig into the dark.
liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slip of ewe. Silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of birth strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab, add to thereto tiger's cauldron, for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Cool it with the baboon's blood, and then the charm of vermin. Get off my pricking one my thumbs. Something wicked this way comes.
How now, you secret black midnight hags? What is you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess. However you come to know it, answer me. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak!
Demand. We'll answer. Say, if thou'dst rather hear it from our mouths, or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Poor and south blood that hath eaten her nine marrow. Grease that sweating from the murderers giveth thrown into the flame.
Ah!
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought.
Hear his speech, but say thou not. Macbeth!
Macbeth, beware. Macduff, beware the Thane of Five. Beware, dismiss me, enough.
Whatever thou art for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast taught my fear, all right? But one word more.
No, he will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Ah! Macbeth!
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to the scorn of power of men, for never women shall be born of Macbeth!
Then live, Macduff, what need I fear of thee? And yet I'll make assurance, double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen,
But speak not to it.
Be lion melted, proud and take no care, who chafes and who frets, or where conspires. Our Macbeth shall never vanquish, be until great Burnham would to hide done to name, hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the trees, unfix his earthbound root? Sweet Bowman's good. Rebellion's dead rise never till the wood of Burnham rise. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue never reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more!
Back! Come back!
What's your basis, Will?
Saw you the weird sisters.
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. Come, I heard the galloping of a horse. Who was that came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord. That brings you word. Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England. Fled to England.
Fled to England, eh, my good lord?
From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. And even now, to crown my thoughts with axe, be it thought and done, the castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon the fife, give to the edge of the sword, his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool, this deed I'll do before this purpose cool.
Good Macduff must have had his reasons.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, to leave his babies, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. He lacks a natural touch, for the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the fight so runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. When we hold rumor of what we fear, yet know not what we fear. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Father he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sarah, your father is dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, mother.
What, with worms and flies?
With what I get, I mean, and so do they.
Poor bird. Thou'st never fear the net nor the trap, the pitfall nor the snare.
Why should I, mother? My father's not dead for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy you 20 at any market.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And are all that do so traitors?
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Every one.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enough to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Well, God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you'd weep for me. If you not, it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkest.
Bless you, fair dame, to you I'm not known. I fear some danger does approach. You nearly, if you will like a homely man's advice. He be not found here. Hence, with your little ones, to fright your thus, methinks I may too savage I do. Worse to you where fell. Cruelly, which is to, nay, your purse in heaven, preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm, but I remember now. I am in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable, to do good sometimes accounted dangerous folly. Why then, I'll ask, do I put up that womanly defense, to say I have done no harm?
What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him.
He is a traitor!
Lifestyle. Run away, mother, I pray you.
Good now. Each newborn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it fell with Scotland.
What you have spoke, it may be so perchance, but this tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me. 'Tis wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. I would not be the villain that thou thinkst, for the whole space in the tyrant's grasp, and the riches to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. And I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England have I offered a goodly thousand. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it ever had before, more suffer in more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, in whom I know all the particulars of vice, so grafted that, when they shall be opened, Black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow. And the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of poor and hell can come a devil more damned than top the evils of Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious smacking of every sin that has a name. But there is no bottom, none in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would overbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such and one to reign.
Boundless impertinence in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and the fall of many kings. Yet do not fear to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a stancherous avarice, that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels in others' house, and my more heaven would be as sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for their wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with a more pernicious root than summer-seeming lust, and hath been the sword of our slain kings. Yet, do not fear, Scotland hath wealth enough to fill up your will. All these are portable with other graces way.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uppour the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland.
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live! Oh, nation miserable with an untitled tyrant bloody scepter, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction, stands accursed. Thy father was a sainted king. Thy mother, offered upon her knees at her feet, died every day she lived. These evils thou repeatest upon myself have banished me from Scotland. Rest, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these traps, hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself for strangers to my nature. I am yet, as yet, unknown to woman. Never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own. At no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. My first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command.
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. It is hard to reconcile.
See you who comes here? My ever gentle cousin. Welcome hither. Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. For violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying, for ere they sicken.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered up their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not a miser of your speech. How goes it?
Now is the time for help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distress.
Be it their comfort, we are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good Siward, his worthy son, and 10,000 men.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that will not be howled out in the desert air, hearing should not latch them.
What concern then? The general cause? Or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me quickly. Let me have it.
Let all your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess with them the heaviest words that ever yet they heard.
I'll guess at it.
Your castle is surprised, your wife and babes savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I've said,
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones, did you say all? Oh, how kind all? All my pretty chickens and their down in one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things that were so precious to me. Did heaven not look on, and would not take their part, oh sinful Macduff? They were all struck for thee! Heaven must suppress them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, I can flay the woman with mine eyes, and the braggart with my tongue. My gentle heavens, cut short for all intermission, front to front. Bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. With my sword's length, set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, we go to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights to watch with you, and have received no truth in your report. When was it last the queen walked?
Since his majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock the closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and return again to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature, to at once receive the benefit of sleep and do the effects of waking. Now, in this slumbery agitation, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most to me you should.
Neither to you nor anyone.
having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually.
What
It is
is
her
she-
command.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her to continue in this quarter of an hour.
Yet here's the spot.
She speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2. 'Tis time to do it then. Hell is murky. Oh, fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and a beard. What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you hear that?
Within if I've had a wife, where is she now? What will these hands never be clean like? No more of that, my lord, no more of that, you more with all this starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not.
Here's the smell of the blood still. Oh, the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
Oh, what a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
This disease is beyond my practice.
Wash your hands and put up your nightgown. Look not so pale, I tell you, yet again Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. Oh God.
Even so?
To bed. To bed. 'Tis knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Infected minds to their death pillows was discharged their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her, I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near us, led on by Malcolm and his uncle Siward, Seward's son, and the good Macduff. Revenge burns in them.
Near Burnham Wood shall we well meet them.
What does the tyrant?
Great Duncan he strongly forfeits. Some say he's mad. Other lesser hate him than do call his valiant fury.
Now does he feel his secret motives sticking on his hands? Those he commands move only a command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his little title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief?
Well, march on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed.
Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports, let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove the Duncan name, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth, no man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. That fly false things and mingle with the English epicures. Oh no, the devil damn thee, black thou cream-faced loon. Records that with that geese look.
There's 10,000.
Geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir.
What soldier's patch? Death of thy soul. Those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldiers wear face?
The English force, so you please you.
Take thy face hence. Seyton! I am sick at heart. I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, as honor, love, obedience, and troops of friends I must not look to have, but in their stead, curses not loud but deep, mouth order, breath which the poor heart that would fain deny, and dare not. Seyton!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord. That was a reporting.
I'll fight from my bones till my flesh be hacked. Give me my sword.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Give me my sword. How is your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord. She is troubled with thickening fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind disease? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff that weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw psychic to the dogs. I'll none of it. Seyton! Send out, doctor. Yes, the things fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, tell what purgative drug could scour these English hence. Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
I will not be afraid of death and pain till Burnham Boris come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, Crawford again should hardly draw me here.
Cousin, I hope the days are near at hand that changes will be safe.
We doubt nothing.
What wood is there before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a branch, and bear it beforehand. Thereby may we shadow the numbers of our host, and make discovery err in report of us.
Shall be done.
We learn no other, but the confident triumph keeps still in Duns, and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope, though none serve with him, but constrain things whose hearts are absent too.
The time approaches that will, with due decay, must us know what we shall say we have and what we are owed.
Hang up our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still. Come, put our castle strength. We'll laugh the siege to scorn. Here let the blights of famine and the all keep them up. Ah! What is that noise?
'Tis the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. I have supped full with the horrors. Dying is familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, no longer frights me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools their way to dusty death. Out, grief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. Poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, tell thy tale quickly.
Gracious my lord, I shall report that which I say I saw, but know not to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked on both, and anon thought would be absent new.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath, if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it. I say a moving grove.
Thou speakest frost. Upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be true, I care now if thou dost for me as much. I'll pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the theme that lies like truth. Fear not, Macbeth, till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes towards Dunsinane. I begin to be weary of the sun, and with the state of the world were now undone. Come, arm it out.
Now near enough, your leafy screams throw down and show like those you are.
You, worthy Siward, with your right noble son, shall lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon us what else remains to do according to our order.
Fare thy well. Do but find the triumph power tonight. Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bed-like I must fight the coast. But he that was not born of woman, such a one I am to fear anon.
What is thy name?
Thou to be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, no more fearful.
Thou liest. Aboard, try it. With my sword I shall prove the lie thou speakest.
Yeah, thou was born of woman.
That way, the noises. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts shall haunt me still. Let me find him, fortune and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle gently renamed. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble tyrant do behaves in the war. The day almost itself professes yourself and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword whilst I see lives? The gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound. Turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is charged with too much of blood thine ready.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Get thee back. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out!
Thou losest labor. As easy mayst thou the interchange air with thy keen sword and crest as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear charms of life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Oh, despair thy charm. Let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee. Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed than palter with us a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll fight not with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and the gaze of our time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted on a pole and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed being of no woman born, yet I'll try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold enough!
Ah! No! No! Ah!
Would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go up, yet by thee I see a day as great as this is chiefly mocked.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead.
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end. Had he his hurts before? Aye, on the front.
Then God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have heirs, I would not wish them to a fair end. And so, his kneel is null.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. Worth no more, they say he parted well, paid his score. God be with him.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, and speak my salutation to their minds, whose voices I aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you. What else remains to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place.